It's so hot. You should film the heat.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's super hot in there. Why is it so hot in there?
I don't know why it's open. I've seen this door open before, but I saw a guy moving packages. I thought he was moving them in here, but he definitely wasn't. This is not a place you bring a package. It was like he was setting up something in a classroom, and I figured this entered somewhere that wasn't this. Look at the water down there.
Maybe it's like overheating.
Yeah, I think that might be it. I think that might be trying to get the air. It's so hot in here. Wish I could made that on film. It's very hot. Oh, wait, how do we figure... We should bring a thermometer in here. Yeah, if you got stuck in there, that would be really bad. Okay, I'll go back in now. It's making noise. I have this feeling or fantasy that if I keep going to more and more out of the way, forgotten almost places, that I will end up somewhere completely different and sort of enter a new reality. This is what I want.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hi.
That was Justin Cummins, for those of you who know. I think I agree with Nagarjuna. I think all that stuff I was trying to say, and you were like, but that doesn't make sense. I'm like, yeah, I'm not sure, I don't know. Well, it's probably why I couldn't make it make sense, because people are still debating Nagarjuna. I said that I don't think the objective world exists.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, what does that mean? And I'm like, I don't know. Well, apparently it's really complicated and weird. I don't think I understand Nagarjuna. No, I'm not positing any alternative. And I think Nagarjuna is very confusing and strange, and I don't quite understand it, but I think I agree with him. What, are you going to film Play-Doh? It is still here because it's graffiti. Where's it going to go? It would be there anyway if someone painted over it.
It is the camera.
I think we should just call it the camera.
So we're talking about deja vu and stuff.
Yeah, I'm talking about how memories can be formed in the future. That's not the right.
You can experience something that feels very strongly
of something that
like a
feels
memory,
like the memory from the past,
and it doesn't necessarily have to have happened.
Because Chris is explaining that he usually feels that deja vu is something he experiences. It's something that he had in a dream. Because consciously you understand that this couldn't have happened. Why is it?
Yes, usually it's a situation that I feel like I remember happening many years prior, but I know for sure that could not have happened because like maybe I didn't know you or something. So I feel like I dreamed this many years ago. So that's what deja vu always feels like to me. It feels like I've dreamed this in the past. It's the exact chain of events that's happening right now.
This is a completely different subject, but does it feel the same way to me that it does to you, or do I
don't know. It's weird though because
words, or does it feel different? You'll never know.
It seems to me like the way other people talk about deja vu is different from like they describe it differently from how I understand it.
Have a different framework of talking about it, or it could be that you experience it differently. What is it like to be you? We'll never know. I
used to assume that everybody experienced it the exact same way that I do, but
I feel like I don't experience it the same way, because when I have deja vu, I feel like it happened before, because in that short moment before I realize it's just deja vu, and even when I do realize deja vu, the feeling is just, it's like a supernatural feeling. It feels like somehow time has repeated itself. I don't have this dream-like feeling that you have. I don't know if it's a feeling or a more higher cognitive thing that you've attributed to the feeling. I'm not sure.
So what kind of feeling is it when you have it? Is it like, because for me,
have you ever repeated life?
I don't know because it doesn't feel like repetition to me. It feels like I knew this was going to happen, as though I predicted everything would happen.
I don't know if my first description wasn't as accurate, or if those are both the same thing. You could know what's going to happen without it having happened before. You could just have the knowledge. But
would it feel like to have that knowledge? That knowledge.
I feel like feeling like having that knowledge is feeling like you saw it before. Does that mean it happened before? I sometimes say it feels like it happened before. You seem to say that it happened in a dream, meaning that it didn't happen before.
And maybe it's just because I consciously interpret that as being it's impossible for this to have happened before.
I don't consciously interpret it as much as you do, is what it seems like to me.
I mean, I say it's conscious, but it's not really.
Well, nothing's really conscious, remember? We're just a causal stream.
Our 5 aggregates.
We're deceived.
But we are empty, as is everything. So when I'm experiencing deja vu, I feel.
But to me, the feeling isn't rational.
But it's also sometimes it's weird. I can place like a time when I last remembered this, like when I had this dream for deja vu. Because sometimes I feel like I remember dreaming this like 10 years ago. Memory is so weird. You could have memories planted in your brain, and you wouldn't know that they're not new.
What if it is remembering the future? Maybe you can. It's just harder.
Deja vu is remembering the future? Well, remembering the present, really.
It is. That's exactly what it is.
But like in the moment of deja vu, you feel like you can predict all the things that are going to happen, but you only know that once they're happening.
It's like a Ahsoka, even though that's a completely different story.
Do you get that though? Like when you're having deja vu, you feel like, oh, I know what's going to happen next. but you don't really. But once it's happened, you'd be like, of course, that's the only thing that could have happened, because that happened.
I guess I wouldn't push it as far that I like, oh, I know what's going to happen next. I just feel this, because you don't consciously think, oh, I know what's going to happen next. It's more the feeling of, I knew that was going to happen.
When other people describe it, they seem like they're experiencing a much more vague thing. Like this, like, I remember this, or something about this seems familiar. But no, for me, it's exact events, everything, every motion. Well, my deja vu is always exactly the same. It's every single detail. Everything I notice is very, like, in the moment, it feels like I'm remembering.
Yeah, because I get that, but also sometimes I get the vague sense of deja vu that I can't point out as well. I get both of those.
Maybe I just don't call the other one deja vu.
Maybe you don't. It's hard to the play. Sometimes I don't even notice it really happened. Sometimes I'm like, oh, this is, just sort of, it goes as soon as it comes, and it's just like a weird little thought.
What is the definition? That's probably what it is. Like, happened before.
Deja vu means, a déjà is French for deva, and vu is you. So you God. That's what it means. The whole concept that we're talking about as far as Mark Twain goes is the idea that you could create a fictional memory of the past at a present time.
You mean as an explanation for Mark Twain's experience with seeing his a premonition of his dead brother's body with all of those details?
Causality.
What we were saying is that the explanation for that is if he never talked about it to anyone between when he thinks he had the dream and when the event actually occurred, he could have created all of those memories in the moment while he was experiencing.
It also backs up the fact that our existence is the delusion, which is something that we've been grappling with for a while in this class and in our lives. We are very quick to assume that the way the world is similar to the way we feel it is, but there's no reason why the sense of memory is infallible. I don't know the mechanism by which weird fake memories like that could exist, but I believe that they could happen.
Yeah.
That is an easier explanation for me than violent causality.
I'm completely convinced that memories like that can happen. Because, I feel very strongly like I'm remembering a dream.
Deja vu has also happened to me, but I'm not sure of that. It has. I think what it is it's a combination of deja vu and confabulation. Because confabulation, not just like, oh, he made it up because he didn't know. Confabulation is a really powerful thing. You can convince yourself of something when you have no other explanation that's natural to you. Like, there's been a lot of times where I've said something, or I've just said things that are wrong that I just believe to be true just because I forgot the actual explanation and I assumed that I knew the explanation. And I made one up and didn't realize I did. Mm-hmm. It happens. Happens a lot. I think that's a really easy way for a incorrect causal assumption to come to be. I don't know if I said this to you. I was talking to my mom about some of this stuff. One thing that I haven't really struggled with it, but it's always sort of been a thing that I've thought about my rampant atheism. So many people are religious. Is it strange to assume that the vast majority of human beings are deluded? In Western philosophy, it might be, but in Buddhist philosophy, it is the norm. Because not only is the vast majority of people deluded, but everyone, essentially.
Everyone, yeah. Even the people who
arhats currently exist. Basically everyone is deluded. That is the nature of human existence, is to be deluded. And I've never really seen it explicitly stated that way, and it's been really dangerously affirming my current beliefs. Because just having your beliefs affirmed is not always a good thing. I implicitly have always believed the majority of human beings to be deluded, and including myself, of course, but I always thought that wasn't tenable. But I think it is tenable. And especially reading, not just Buddhism, but reading like Blackmore, it makes sense that reality doesn't match the awkward biological systems we have. Anyway, that's what the class is about. I think we're done. I think we got consciousness. Nothing exists, everything's empty, consciousness therefore is an illusion just like everything else. And people can believe things very strongly that are not true. I have to believe that, or else my beliefs are not tenable. So do you want the nod to add to this? He's coming back with a flat thing. Wait, that's not the nod. Oh no, he's got a clipboard, he's gonna ring the doorbell. But you can film us. He's gonna knock on the door, I was wrong.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
Great, my name is Tony, I'm with CalPER.
Oh, CalPER, yeah.
Yeah, great, yeah. We're working to stop the overuse of antibiotics on factory farms.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they're giving daily doses to...
Sorry. What's going on? Yeah.
That creates superbugs. So, it only takes about a minute or two. Oh yeah, we can help. I could add your name. You don't sign it. Add your name to the petition on the tablet.
I have signed petitions for CalPER before. Oh, I feel like I did a plastic bag one at one point. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's amazing. All right, there you go.
Great. All right, thank you so much for your time. Would you like any literature or anything?
Oh, I'm fine. I think I got it.
All right, well, thanks
for your time.
Keep
up the good work, yeah.
Thank you. It's pie day, so I'm making a strawberry pie. Here you go.
Today we season a pie. Can I trust it to focus? Yeah, it's focused. I'm talking about Chris, not the camera. So I guess how strawberry is a delinquent. So decadent.
There are 1 1/4 cups of sugar in this. Does cornstarch make it change?
I think so. I think cornstarch gives it structure.
All right, I hope so. Because if not, we're in for an interesting pie.
But the pie without fresh strawberries didn't take cornstarch, so that's odd. Enter the pie. You're so
I'm gonna make the last
blurry
sound.
and now you're fine.
This is a crust to be.
It's a crusty sapa! I don't know how accurate that is for Sanskrit. Do you think archaeologists 1,000 years from now think like, whoa, those 3 college kids really liked Buddhism for some reason?
So now I roll it out
With the cup.
and then I cut it into
I
pieces.
shouldn't have eaten
using-
all of that.
I will cut it with this once I'm done rolling it out. No.
Should I do a dramatic angle? Add dramatic music in post-production.
No, I can't do that. I don't
Okay, I'll add dramatic music into production. Hair that needs a cut.
Yeah, badly. I don't have a rolling pin. What's it called?
You don't have a rolling pin. Do you think in post-production you could cut out the small periods where I turn the camera so it looks like just a bunch of different shots? I'm trying to be drama. I read these 4 things and I thought it said easy to pour, easy to reclose, ready in weeks. None of those last 3 words was there.
I'm gonna do it now, I think.
He's pensive.
3, 4, 5. I'll do 10. 10 pieces. Alright, put 1 in the middle. Okay, and then I'm supposed to lift half of these back. Put 1 in the middle. And then I fold these back.
Oh, that's it. And then you switch again.
I didn't dot it with butter!
No, you didn't dot it with butter.
I'll dot it with butter.
2 tablespoons. So you cut little chunks of it and you scatter them through the ether.
This is a big dot.
It looks like teeth. See his eyes? 2 red eyes and it's 2 stupid teeth and it's Lattice face. It reminds me of me. Is it done? Let's eat it. What do you think's more likely? That this pie is the best pie in existence or the worst pie in existence?
The worst. You should just melt a tablespoon of butter in a bowl and then dip a brush in it. How long has it been?
Oh, too long.
I still need to write that piece of music for the Christmas vlog.
You can see the camera dongle. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you dongle.
Alright, here we go. Here we
Oh,
go.
it's melted
Here we go.
butter.
Here we go. Got butter, and we got this. I think what people usually do is like egg wash. You get like an egg.
And you wash it.
No.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna be a really unhealthy pie.
You should have put kale in it
Butter.
instead of strawberries.
Got it.
Yogurt instead of butter, and instead of sugar.
I don't even know if this crust is gonna work
Guilt.
because it's so thick. Here we go. Here we go. It's going in to the oven.
Cheese grater in paradise. Oops. Lens flare. Now we wait about
Now we
4
make
minutes and 5. Oh crap! Hey, let's put bacon in the pie.
No, look at it jiggle.
Look at it jiggle.
So
Every
what do you
time
think
I
of that?
do, it makes me
What do you think of that?
giggle. I was too busy looking at my handsome reflection.
Alright, we're done. The pie is done. Hopefully it's good.
It looks like bacon.
It is bacon. That's not pie. The nut said this is definitely vlog worthy.
Okay, so I was taking notes in health worker class. I don't know what exactly happened. I tried to copy and paste something from the bottom of the document to the top of the document, okay? Upon doing that, all hell seems to have broken loose, and this is what's happened to my document. This is actually an improvement. It put these boxes in, and now look. Writing assignment 7, LNS 124, that's a whole different Word document that somehow got inserted in here.
Yeah,
and then it turned into Chinese in boxes. And then it's turned back into my writing assignment. This part is the actual document I was writing, but this is back to my Word document. And then this
Why
part,
isn't the Gurgit
right
written like
here,
that?
right here, is the part that I tried to copy and paste. I don't know what happened, and I don't know how to fix it.
Can you not undo?
No,
everything?
I cannot undo. I tried several times. It deletes what I typed, but it does not affect
stuff?
the weird stuff.
So
And
even if you try to like backspace now?
even if, well, I don't know, backspacing, I don't know. I just don't want to mess with it. I
Yeah.
actually copied and pasted this into a new Word document from the original.
Oh, it's just this document 1.
Yeah, because I wanted to see if I could reload the oldest version of those notes that I have. And if I try to do that, maybe it'll work now. Okay, it worked.
They're back to normal.
This one is normal. But earlier, it was saying it could not open this file because it had
Cooties.
improper characters in the title. Like, you had this slash and that slash and
Whoa.
stuff. It was the most bizarre thing. I don't know what caused it. freaked out mostly because it seemed to combine. I had the Nagarjuna Word document open, which is why I think it like weirdly copied and pasted it. But I also had my personal statement open, and I didn't want to lose my personal statement, so I immediately sent that to myself.
That's so crazy. You have glimpsed the nature of the underworkings of reality, which is your computer. I have a question. What would Cripple say?
And he'd be like, "What a coincidence!" Ho ho ho. I haven't done the readings. I've only read his book, which was not about this. I'm assuming this is not about religious experience and science. And
It is.
Oh, it is.
It was a good book. It was incredibly difficult to understand.
What was it called? Because do you think this might be a chapter from that book?
I was gonna ask Presty after lecture today if it was from that book, because I know he still remembers that he recommended it to me and I read it. Apparently he had a talk with Cripple about the fact that I read the book. He's like, I recommended it to one of my students and he actually read it. Apparently he was like, wow.
Whoa.
You already have had a slight interaction with the person we will see in 2 days.
I have not.
He has had an interaction with you.
Yeah, whoa.
Your fates are intertwined. You're gonna,
Yeah.
like, dream is death.
Happy birthday to you.
It is really liquidy. Let's hope it works.
I put in 3 tablespoons of cornstarch like the commenter said.
We should have put in 3 tablespoons.
Instead of 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what are these things?
I don't know.
Christine, what are the little splinter removers over here?
Those came from the cake.
They're so interesting.
Start from the middle.
And go outward.
I'll poke.
Start in the middle and go inward, Chris.
It's really liquidy.
It's super liquidy. Let's hope it's just like sort of liquidy. Like maybe the liquid is not the majority. I'm just saying what I think is possible, but there's no way of knowing if it's actually true. Hey!
Is that pie?
It's okay.
Is that how pie works?
It's okay. It's not perfect, no. It's rather imperfect. But it is mostly there, except for all that's left.
It's very liquidy.
It's very liquidy.
You should get like vanilla ice cream and then.
Yeah,
just
I was
make
thinking
it
about it too.
Oh.
I have Irish cream flavored whipped cream if you want to. But I don't know how.
What
well
is Irish cream?
something that probably doesn't go that well with fruit, unfortunately. It's like.
But there's like
liquor.
2 other pies here.
Yes, there. Well, yeah, there's 2 other pies.
2 other. Okay, stop. Please. I don't want a puddle.
Give it in a bowl.
This is like blood pie.
Alright, the vlog is going to be over now
This one
after we
fell
look at
apart.
Christine's pie.
Look,
It fell apart on the way from my place to this place because I was walking with it and it was also sideways.
That makes sense. Well, mine's liquid.
Yeah.
We all have problems.
Pie day.
Hi, Jank. It's pie day.